singing over us tonight. It says, I'm about to do it. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for trusting. Didn't move and you didn't waver. You didn't lose your faith and you didn't lose your hope. He's singing over us. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for waiting. I hear that in this room, y'all. I'm about to do it. So here's my take joy, make it your dwelling place. I wanna put a smile on your face. I present heart to you. I present mine. I'll do it again. Here's my worship smile. Here's my life, Lord, smile. Here's my worship smile. Oh, Lord. Here's my life, Lord, smile. Is that what you want tonight? So smile, smile. Oh, I wanna make you smile. Wanna make you smile. Say smile, smile. Oh, wanna make you smile. Wanna make you smile. You won't let me down. You won't break my heart. Oh, you won't let me fall. So I'll give it to you. Yeah. You won't let me down. You won't break my heart. You won't break my heart. You won't let me fall. You won't let me so fall. I'll give it to you. So I give it to you. Say, you won't. Share this with you. Jesus, I wrote that song. Oh my God, it was probably 2007, and I was in a very weird place. All of my life, I grew up. I'm a pastor's kid, and I remember all of the prophetic words that have been spoken over my life. You know, prophets would come in, they would call me out, they would say all of these things. Here I was in 2007, I was ministering at our church, but I would go home and I would be depressed. I would be locked in a dark room for 3 and 4 days. But on Sunday, I would show up with a smile on my face. I would kiss babies and lay hands on people and watch them be delivered and set free. But I was going home plagued by a spirit of rejection. But I remember one thing my father always said to me before he would leave my presence. He would say, baby, stay at the feet of Jesus. When I was a baby, I didn't understand what he was putting in my spirit. But when I was in a dark place, and I couldn't understand anything else, I understood that if I could just get to his feet, even if it was just a glimpse, even if it was just a moment, it would be a moment of freedom from the struggle that was going on in my mind. Who am I talking to? Why am I saying this? And I remember I was at a worship. I'm sorry if I'm going over time, y'all. I remember I was at a worship conference, and this teacher had gotten up, and he started to teach, and he said, it's one thing when my daughter comes to sit in my lap, and she started asking me for stuff. Daddy, I want a bicycle. Daddy, you know, I want a Nintendo. He said, I'm really reluctant to give it to her because it didn't come from a place of love. He said, but when she comes to sit in my lap, and she starts saying, Daddy, I just love you so much. He said, it puts a smile on my face, and it makes me want to give her everything she wants. And literally right there in that room, that's so crazy. I've never told this story before. In that room, I pulled out my sidekick. Y'all remember sidekicks? And I started typing, here's my worship. Take joy in it. Make it your dwelling place. I want to put a smile on your face. And I remember being in those moments sometimes. In those moments where the enemy would tell me, people only want you for your gifts. You know, after you've given all you've given, who's here now? Who's here in this dark place with you? Who's calling you to check on you? That's what the enemy would say to me. And sometimes I would find myself saying, smile, wanna make you smile. Smile, wanna make you smile. Smile, wanna make you smile. This place, and I don't even understand how to get out of it, but I know if I can find myself at your feet, if I can muster enough strength just to tell you I love you, I know that you're gonna come to my rescue. So all I can say was smile. I wanna make you smile. I don't know who I'm talking to in this room, but I curse every spirit of rejection, and I release the spirit of adoption in this room. The enemy will not kill you. The enemy will not snatch your destiny. I declare that that place where you are is significant for your place in the kingdom. If you stay at the feet of Jesus, he will come to your rescue every single time. Somebody just lift your hands and say, smile. Wanna make you smile, because you won't let me down. You won't break my heart. You won't let me fall. So I give it to you. Don't know who that's for. Every single day I started declaring over my life, I cursed the spirit of rejection, and I received the spirit of adoption. Every single day I would look myself in the mirror and I would say, I curse the spirit of rejection and I receive the spirit of adoption. Who am I talking to tonight? I curse the spirit of rejection and I receive the spirit of adoption. And I stand before you tonight, and that was 5 years ago. I have never been in a dark room again. I have never been in a room with the curtains closed. I've never been back in that place, because my God is a healer, and when you seek his face, he shows up every single time. Who am I talking to in this room? We curse the spirit of rejection. So I don't want to talk about you like you're not in this room. song, and he did it again. He started singing back to me. He said, I got my eyes on you too. He started singing that to me, Pastor. He said,